Hey guys, what's up, it's Vicious here and welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be talking about the 5 best locations to spoof for Pokemon Go. In this current video I will be using PG Sharp. The link to download this spoofing application is in the description below. It is Android only. In this video we'll be going over the 5 spoofing locations that are the most common and that I've seen people use the most in my Discord and in my community. At the end of the video, I will be going over which spoofing locations I actually use when I play the game, to hope you give you some insight into how you can increase, how you can get your account to a higher level. So let's get straight into it. The first location here is Santa Monica Pier. Very simple. All you gotta do is click this, click map, and then just search Santa Monica Pier. This should be the first or second result. This spot is this is the OG spoof spot, right? It's really good because it has a bunch of gyms in very close proximity. If you're using the free version of PG Sharp and don't have auto walk, or if you're using FGL Pro and you're too lazy to get a GPX file, this is a pretty good location. You can just sit here and just catch whatever you need to, or you can just put like an auto catcher on and just catch everything so that you can get that XP, right? It's also really good if you need to do badge feeding medals or badge fighting medals. To get that platinum for level 50. Really useful area. Don't really know any other place with so many gyms in close proximity. There's a few in like Busan, Korea, but this is the spot, right? But anyway, moving on to the fourth location, that is Wellington. Now, so since my coordinates are just completely screwed up, we're just gonna have to do this, unfortunately. See, like, I typed in Wellington and then it takes me to New York. Like, what? That's not Wellington. That's Osaka. Like, what? I'm genuinely so confused. Anyway, let's just go to Wellington then, I guess. Where's Wellington? There it is. Alright, so Wellington is the spot to go if you're trying to be early to an event. Usually, so like for GoFest, this is usually the first place you spoof to, because there's tons of PokéStops, and then you can just play the event from here. If you want to access it a day before everyone else, right? And then later on in the day, obviously you can go to like Pier 39 and stuff. At the end of the video, I will be going to Pier 39, despite it not being on this list. You can just pretend it's like a 6th like add-on special. So yeah, Wellington is usually windy as well, which means it's not windy right now, but it's usually windy, which means dragon types spawn more often, so you get that extra chance of dragon types, which is really cool. But overall, pretty good location. The gyms are usually well rated. Never really have a problem going here. You usually go here, and there's a lot of people playing. There's a lot of lures that go up. Not currently, I don't know why, but the gyms usually fill out pretty quickly, which is really nice. The next location we have here is Osaka. Now, Osaka is the alternative to Wellington. Okay, I just typed that wrong. It's my bad. See, like, why is that New York? Okay, we're just gonna go to this. Okay. So this park in Osaka, very popular for GoFest, especially. As you can see, it's not really that comparable to Santa Monica, especially if you don't have premium features for spoofing applications where you don't have auto walk. You can't really get from gym to gym pretty easily, which is kind of annoying. So, which is why Santa Monica is better for gyms than this one. Osaka, lots of PokéStops, right? There's gonna be tons and tons of Pokemon spawning, but not as good. Obviously, not as good as the last 2 locations that I'll be talking about. But yeah, the gyms fell out pretty quickly, and during events it's very well lured, which is nice. And if you need, and it also has the advantage of being in a time zone where the events happen early. So if you ever want to do an event early, you can go to Wellington or Osaka. I think Osaka is like 1 hour behind Wellington, but yeah, it's the place to be, right? Depending on how early you are to the event, that is the place to be. So second on our list is Zaragoza. Now Zaragoza obviously has the PokéStop, like it has these clusters, right? It has these ridiculous clusters that well, you can't really compare them to anywhere else. because these clusters are pretty ridiculous sometimes, and they're always lured, which is nice. Like, you go to these and there's just tons and tons of Pokemon here because everything is lured. So really cool. I would definitely check Zaragoza out if you're a new spoofer. Really helps with the level and stuff. The only thing that isn't too great about Zaragoza is that the raids are not usually done if they're far from the main area. This is the main area, right? But if you teleport one time out of the main area, there is nothing. Like, the gyms are not done. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I usually have trouble. I usually have more trouble in Zaragoza when I'm trying to participate in a gym that I want to do, than somewhere like New York, which will be obviously our top spot on the list. Moving on to New York, my current spoofing location, my favorite spoofing location. When I run Polygon, I run it in New York / Zaragoza, but mostly New York because it has a nice time zone, and also it's very active, right? Obviously, you look around, it's just leered up. It's 1 a.m. right now, and everything is still leered up, so it's just kind of insane. Yeah, the gyms are well managed. Like, everything is done really quickly. They fill up, the lobbies fill out ridiculously quick. And even if you go out of the middle, like, there's still more lures everywhere, and the gyms are done very quickly, which is really nice. This is a really good place if you want to go auto walking. There's probably 500 or so PokéStops, so just under 500 PokéStops in the vicinity, so you're never really gonna run out of items, which is really nice if you're spam catching, right? And yeah, Zaragoza, definitely. I mean, not Zaragoza, New York City. This is the #1 spot where I spoof with Polygon on my main account. Okay, let's go to the 6th location, which is the bonus location. So the bonus location is Pier 39. I don't even know if it's on the favorite, if it's on the hot plate. There it is. Okay, cool. Pier 39 is the OG spot. I don't really come here often anymore, but before, like, level 40, I came here all the time because the gyms were really consistent. That's really all it was. The gyms were done, and all the way along this coast of Pier 39. All the way along this coast, the gyms are very well filled out with lobbies and stuff, and especially on this pier is always lured. So if you want to find rare Pokemon, this is the place to find them, right? And yeah, that about wraps up the entire video. If you have any questions regarding these locations, come to our Discord. We're I don't know how many members we have. Let me just check that real quick. We have like 12,000 members now, I think. Yeah, over 12,000 members. So if you want to come join our community, definitely do so. If you want to support me or my channel, you can subscribe, or you can visit youtube.com/vicio5/join, which is essentially Twitch Prime for YouTube. Helps me out fantastic amount, and you can like the video, obviously. Comment down below what you'd like to see next, and if you're enjoying these weekly uploads, I'm glad you are, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.